The 15-time major winner, Tiger Woods, has opened up about his long road to recovery post a very serious car accident in the month of February earlier this year. The golfer admitted that he felt lucky that he was even alive, and also revealed that the amputation of his right knee was actually a very real possibility at the time. Now, Tiger Woods strolled into the media centre at the Hero World Challenge in Nassau in Bahamas for his very first public appearance since that crash on Tuesday. Now, Woods did his best to hide it, but there was a slight limp as he made his way to the centre of the room to address some of the senior-most golfing journalists in the world. Now, Woods opened up on his struggles, especially the long months that were spent lying in bed.
Yeah, this one's been stuff that I had on my left knee. Those operations were, that's one thing. Then that's one level. Then you had the back. That's another level. And then with this right leg, that was. It's hard to explain how difficult it's been. Just to be immobile for 3 months, just lay there, and I was just looking forward to just getting outside. That was a goal of mine, and especially for a person who has lived his entire life outside, that was a goal, and finally got to that point. Went transition from wheelchair to crutches to now nothing. It's been a lot of hard work.
Now, Tiger Woods suffered multiple fractures in his right leg and also severely injured his foot and ankle following the accident outside of Los Angeles. The medical opinion suggested that he may never play again, but Tiger Woods has already taken the very first steps towards returning to the golfing course, albeit as a part-time player. He has also admitted that he was way ahead of the time frame initially put forth by the doctors for his recovery.
I may not be tournament sharp in the sense that I haven't played tournaments, but I think if you practice correctly and you do it correctly, that I've come off surgeries before, I've come off long layoffs, and I've won or I've come close to winning before. So I know the recipe for it. I just got to get to a point where I feel comfortable enough where I can do that again.
Now, there is no definite date for return to the tour or competitive golf, and Tiger Woods admits that he has to be very selective as he approaches his 46th birthday. In his own words, he remains very much in pain, and every day brings about a small improvement. The competitive fire, though, that pushed him to sporting greatness remains very much intact, but realism has also crept in.
Well, I got to prove to myself in practice that I'm good enough. I'll chip and putt any of these guys, but the golf courses are longer than just a chip and putt course. Okay. We're not going to be playing the par 3 course at Augusta, to win the Masters. So I got to get a little bit bigger game than that. So as I said, I got a long way to go in the rehab process to be able to do something like that.
Now, Tiger Woods also interacted with a select group of journalists, including WION's sports editor Digvijay Singh. Listen in to what Tiger Woods had to say.
Tiger, Digvijay from WION. I don't want to go down a very painful route with you, but there have been times where you've undergone procedures in the past as well, and you alluded to the pain. But this time, because it was so unexpected, was there any point in time where you thought, I may not be able to sort of walk again or perhaps play the sport again? Did those thoughts cross your mind?
Well, I think the more scary one, as I alluded to yesterday with Henny, is that before I went under, it was on the table that I might lose my leg. And so when I woke up, I tested it. I had full weight in both legs. I'm like, okay, I didn't lose it. That's positive. Okay, so, but then after that, it was okay. When can I get out of this hospital? And you have a few more procedures to go before that happens. And those were tough ones. But I'm here, so I'm alive. I didn't lose a limb. Those two huge positives, and just very thankful to have had those two things happen. Now it's up to me to see how far I can get back with strength and mobility and connection to this thing, where I can make sure that my son never beats me in the game. No, I know that day is coming soon. I know it's coming soon.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.